Say, my name is Colton and I really want to be on the podcast.
No.
Why no? Welcome back to another great episode of Lunch with Doug. I'm your host, Dangerous Doug Harper, and that was the one, the only, the man, the myth, Colton, who is my son, and he decided today's episode. And so, with much reluctance, he got on the microphone there, and we had some fun for a second. So today's episode is about Harry Frog Graphics. Like I said, Colton picked the title. He wanted to talk about Harry Frog today because that must be his favorite business. I don't know. Probably so. So, that's what we're talking about today on Lunch with Doug. Today's show is being produced by the Music Exerbia Project and presented from these great sponsors. The Brickwall Bistro Catering at 417-684-1095. The Second Edition Shop and the Bells Boutique at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. The Nevada Tobacco Store, 125 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. The Coffee Cade at 361 Suite A Legend Lane in Peculiar, Missouri. Nana Marie's at 121 and a half North Main in Nevada, Missouri. Bobby Ogle, Essentially Fit, doTERRA Advocate, and the Interior Motives, located at 119 North Main Street in Nevada, Missouri, or at mydoterra.com/Bobby Ogle. The Casa Azteca Mexican Restaurant, 903 East Subway Boulevard in Nevada, Missouri. The Harry Frog Graphics at 150 North Commercial Street in Nevada, Missouri, or call them at 417-381-1077. The Woodshed Music at 129 North Main Street in Nevada, Missouri. The Vernon County Movers and Storage at 417-549-6019. VernonCountyMovers.com. The Verco Apparel at 112 North Cedar Street in fabulous Nevada, Missouri on the square. And the In-Home Solutions at 417-414-4877 or SWMOHomecare.com. And I'm your host, Dangerous Doug Harper. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. All right, folks, today on Lunch with Doug, we are talking about the Harry Frog Graphics. And why is it timely? Well, today, specifically, Colton picked it as the title and what we were going to talk about today. But really, it is an important thing. We need to talk about that because recently, the Local Ear magazine, if you are subscribed to that, it is on the way, literally, in the mailboxes, on the way to your house. So you'll be seeing that soon in your mailboxes, probably this week. And at worst, maybe early next week, depending on if you're... For some reason, it takes forever to get to some places, because we got to send it from Nevada to Kansas City, and then they send it from Kansas City to other places. I don't know why, but anyway, they do that, and sometimes that takes time. So... yeah, well, with all that said, the centerfold, the cover of the magazine has got a question mark because we're having a Be on the Cover contest. You can see more about that at our TikTok, Lunch with Doug TikTok. There's a cool video about that. And, of course, we've mentioned it on the Facebook page. And, of course, when you get the magazine inside, there'll be a thing about it. Now, if you're not a subscriber, of course, you won't be getting the magazine. So you got to pick that up at the very few, I've said that like 15 times. Newsstands. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to figure out the word. I forgot what they're even called because we're not focusing on newsstands right now with the magazine until we get 1,500 subscribers, but we're not there yet. We've got a lot of subscribers, but we're not there to 1,500 yet. So anyway, when that happens, then we'll get some kind of awesome distro, and they'll put them in Walmart and everywhere, and you'll be able to find those. And it'll be easy peasy. We'll get that done. But until then, we don't have that. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe so we can get there. Also subscribe so you can learn about this great contest and maybe win it. Now, this one is not a contest necessarily, but our very first centerfold picture with a person. We've had a one centerfold with a menu in it before, but there was no pictures. It was just prices and food items. But this one is a full color centerfold and worthy of even taking the staples out and hanging up. It's like a poster. It's kind of cool. Advertising Harry Frog Graphics. It got Sean Heaston in there. So Sean is our first centerfold. Convey your brand. It says stand out in the crowd, and it tells about Harry Frog Graphics and their phone number and whatnot. And it's got their brand new logo, which is fantastic on there, and a picture. I'm not sure who took the photo, but the photo was fantastic. She hired that done for her little photo shoot, and it was very cool. So we used one of those and then put some other stuff in there. And then there's an article. Sean wrote the next page. Noteworthy Advice, Why Merch Matters by Sean Heaston. So this week, that's another reason we need to talk about Harry Frog, because we're going to be talking a lot about merch and ways to sell merch and stuff this week for your business, your brand, your band, whatever. So it's going to be that kind of thing this week. But merch it's developed even further than if you're not in business. You can make merch for yourself nowadays. I mean, just cool stuff. So custom items. So you don't have to sell it. You can give away to your family and friends. People are making things. Again, we're going to talk about that on a whole nother episode. We got to focus today. So we will be revisiting Why Merch Matters later this week. But today, again, we're talking about Harry Frog Graphics. So I got to get that done and give you the important stuff about Harry Frog Graphics, like their phone number and their address and stuff like that. So let's talk about that. You maybe heard that already at the start of the show, but let's go in there. Okay, so Sean Heaston owns it. I'm going to read this little excerpt from the magazine because I think it's fantastic, and it really sums up what Harry Frog Graphics is all about. At Harry Frog Graphics, we believe in making creativity accessible to everyone. We are a graphic design company based in Nevada, Missouri that helps businesses and individuals convey their messages through the captivating visuals. Our mission is to provide visual solutions for our clients' branding needs with an emphasis on originality and professionalism. With a strong vision of becoming the go-to source for creative content creation, we take great pride in providing high-quality services that result in dynamic experiences for our customers. By focusing on modern trends, combined with traditional design principles, together we can unlock limitless possibilities. Harry Frog Graphics, 417-321-1077. Call for a free quote today. I thought that was fantastic. And with little, reverb there, it's even better. So that's Harry Frog Graphics, folks. Check them out. Call Sean. She will fix you up. Visit their Facebook page and like them and all that good stuff. And, of course, read the Local Ear magazine. Grab the new copy, issue number 7. Either subscribe at localearmagazine.com or pick it up at a newsstand if you can find one of those. In fact, actually, I'm going to make a digital newsstand also. So we may have one of those already. So before the end of this thing, there may be a link to that in this in the description, so you can just buy the current single issue. But if there's not, find it on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Local Ear. Also, like I said, visit Harry Frog Graphics at facebook.com/Harry Frog Graphics. That's today's episode, folks. Thanks for spending your lunchtime with me. Today's episode of Lunch with Doug was brought to you in part by the Brick Wall Bistro Catering at 417-684-1095, the Second Edition Shop in Bell's Boutique at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Mo, the Nevada Tobacco Store at 125 East Cherry in Nevada, Missouri, the Coffee Cade at 361 Suite A, Legend Lane in Peculiar, Missouri, the Nana Marie's, 121.5 North Main in Nevada, Missouri, Bobby Ogle, Essentially Fit, doTERRA Advocate, and Interior Motives, all located at 119 North Main in Nevada, Missouri, or mydoterra.com/Bobby Ogle. The Casa Azteca Mexican Restaurant at 903 East Subway Boulevard in Nevada, Missouri. The Harry Frog Graphics at 150 North Commercial Street in Nevada, Missouri, or call them at 417-381-1077. The Woodshed Music at 129 North Main in Nevada, Missouri. The Vernon County Movers and Storage at 417-549-6019, or their website at VernonCountyMovers.com. The Verco Apparel at 112 North Cedar Street in Nevada, Missouri. And the In-Home Solutions at 417-414-4877, or visit their website at swmohomecare.com.